Well, speaking of what's happening in D.C., let's bring in Jeff Smith again for an update from the Capitol and kind of where we stand on maybe getting any sort of help to the citizens who are starting to feel, I think, the brunt of the measures that we've seen taken by officials, both the federal and state level. But it does seem like there are much, much more challenging times ahead.
Yeah, and President Trump and Vice President Pence actually just left FEMA headquarters. They were speaking with the nation's governors, talking about what they needed in their own states to address this crisis. One thing that President Trump said is that he would strongly consider block grants for states so they can deal with this outbreak. But on the Hill, lawmakers are working on this $1 trillion stimulus package. Majority Leader Mitch McConnell did preview that. He laid out a framework earlier today saying that it would involve help for small businesses, direct assistance to Americans, and then that relief for industries hard hit like the airlines, and then finally resources to actually fight the virus. Lawmakers are hoping to wrap this up in the next couple of days. We may get more details on what exactly the Senate wants to do tomorrow, and then they could vote maybe sometime early next week, but it is all very fluid here in DC. Minority Leader Chuck Schumer also outlined his priorities. He says that prioritizing workers is top of mind for Democrats. So if industries get a bailout, he wants to make sure corporations can't buy back stock or fire employees. He says those provisions are really important to his caucus. President Trump did mention earlier today that he would be okay with potentially banning buybacks for companies that do get relief from taxpayers. So we'll see what comes of that debate. The House is back in their districts. The lawmakers are all in their home states for recess, and they're not planning to come back until they vote on phase 3. So we'll be watching for that timing. And it is worth noting that Majority Leader McConnell has said that there is a very good chance that this $1 trillion package will not be the last package that they need to pass in order to address the situation. So we'll keep you updated as we get more details about this in the coming days.
All right, Jeff Smith live with the latest coming out of Washington.